Welcome to this movie preview show, rounding up the must-see releases in UK cinemas in autumn 2019. Keep watching, as it's an exhilarating season as anyone could ever wish for. My first set of films, appropriately enough, around the spooky nights of Halloween, are horror and suspense, genres that play best in the immersive darkness of a cinema. If you're a fan of Ridley Scott's 1979 masterpiece Alien, don't miss Memory, The Origins of Alien. It reveals how that seminal production came together to such terrifying effect and the powerful myths it draws on. Then, early September brings the eagerly awaited follow-up to one of 2017's biggest hits. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Pennywise, aka Bill Skarsgård, returns to petrify us all in It Chapter 2. We plunge back in 27 years after the events of the first film, with the Losers Club kids now grown up and dispersed. It takes a single, sinister phone call to bring them back together for some truly hellish unfinished business. The action cuts back and forth between the group as children and as adults, with James McAvoy and Jessica Chastain among the thoroughly tormented new cast members.
Hello.
Prolific author Stephen King is also the creator of Dr. Sleep in UK cinemas in October. His supernatural novel is an inspired sequel to The Shining. It reintroduces Danny Torrance, then a possessed child, now an adult hospice worker, played by Ewan McGregor. When he meets a girl with an even brighter shining than his own, Dan's inner demons resurface to help protect her from mortal danger. Look out too for Rebecca Ferguson and Jacob Tremblay in key roles in Dr. Sleep. Next up, horror with a twist of comedy. Zombieland Double Tap shuffles into view 10 years after the first Zombieland became a breakout hit. The brilliant quartet of survivors, Emma Stone, Abigail Breslin, Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg, are here fighting off an evil onslaught in post-apocalyptic America. There are one or two rather special cameo appearances to savor too. Let's take a peek.
Start talking.
You first. Oh, my name's Tallahassee. Die, zombie! Light 'em up!
Zombieland Double Tap bites in mid-October. Now step forward please, Katie Holmes. She stars in my next choice, The Boy 2, in which a family moves into a gothic mansion that naturally, or rather unnaturally enough, is haunted. Soon her young son Jude unearths a new friend, a disturbingly lifelike doll called Brahms. It turns out to have far more influence over the boy than his parents realise. If you think you've seen the last word in creepy doll movies, think again. Ladies and gentlemen, another weird family will be haunting cinemas in the October half term. Drumroll please for a spirited new version of The Addams Family. This animated comedy is brought wickedly to life by the voices of Charlize Theron and Oscar Isaac as Morticia and Gomez, Chloe Grace Moretz as Wednesday, and the divine Bette Midler as Grandma, to name just a few. Every family is different, but some really are more different than others, aren't they? Enjoy.
I wish something would liven up this already tedious day. Thanks for trying, Ichabod.
Bristol-based Aardman Animations serve up an enchanting half-term treat with their latest Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon. When a friendly extraterrestrial crash lands near Mossy Bottom Farm, a mysterious pack of alien hunters arrives on the scene. How on earth can Shaun and the flock avert Farmageddon before it's too late? Buckle up for Shaun's biggest adventure yet. You will love it. Angelina Jolie and Elle Fanning reunite for a half-term fantasy, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Made at Pinewood Studios near London, the magical adventure explores fresh twists and turns in the intertwined lives of Maleficent and Princess, soon-to-be Queen, Aurora. The sparkling cast includes Michelle Pfeiffer, Chiwetel Ejiofor and Sam Riley.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were making a threat.
Well, do you?
Do I what?
Know better.
From a mistress of evil to an undisputed master, ladies and gentlemen, put on your happiest face. Here comes the Joker. Todd Phillips' movie stars triple Oscar nominee Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur Fleck, a stand-up comic who tragically is driven insane and starts a spree of grisly murders. Robert De Niro plays a talk show host, and Zazie Beetz is Sophie, the Joker's love interest. This keenly awaited Joker will pack cinemas in October.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Also this autumn, two of the world's biggest action stars will revisit signature roles. Sylvester Stallone is the elite, battle-scarred veteran John Rambo in a tense new thriller, Rambo: Last Blood. As his past catches up with him, Rambo sharpens both his wits and his weapons for a final rampage of revenge. And Arnie is back, as he said he would be, as the iconic time-traveling cyborg in Terminator: Dark Fate. This also marks the exciting return of Terminator franchise maestro James Cameron as a writer and producer, and Linda Hamilton on screen as kick-ass heroine Sarah Connor for the first time since the awesome T2 Judgment Day. Let's take a look. More expansive sci-fi adventures in my next pick, Ad Astra. Brad Pitt, hot off Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, stars as an astronaut searching the solar system for his father, played by Tommy Lee Jones. He disappeared years earlier on a secret mission in space that could still have deep repercussions for humankind. Liv Tyler, Ruth Negga, and Donald Sutherland are on board too. Ad Astra blasts off in UK cinemas in September.
We're counting on you to find out what's happening out there.
Come with me now to New York City, where Chadwick Boseman of Black Panther fame stars as a modern-day detective hunting down a gang of cop killers in 21 bridges. To ensure the killers don't escape, all 21 bridges in and out of Manhattan must be closed. But even this unprecedented move is not the end of the story. Sienna Miller and J.K. Simmons are embroiled in the action and intrigue.
How old were you when your father's captain came? I asked for you for a reason.
I will find out.
Midtown Manhattan of the 1970s is the location for The Kitchen, a thriller set in the notorious Hell's Kitchen neighborhood. And what a cast! Melissa McCarthy, Elizabeth Moss, and Tiffany Haddish play gangsters' wives who continue to run the rackets when their husbands are dispatched to prison. The Kitchen is the directorial debut of Andrea Berloff, who wrote Straight Outta Compton. Catch it in UK cinemas in September.
Bunch of men that have forgotten what family means.
So we remind them.
More tables are turned in my next choice, Hustlers. Based on a magazine story that went viral, it's about some strip club workers who exact revenge on their Wall Street clients. Among the leading ladies in Hustlers are Cardi B, Lily Reinhart, Julia Stiles, Jennifer Lopez, and Constance Wu, who had a big hit last year with Crazy Rich Asians.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to work with animals. I was close.
Renee Zellweger makes a tour de force return this October in Judy. She utterly embodies Judy Garland, the singer and actress renowned for her vast talent and troubled life. In 1968, a year before her untimely death aged 47, Judy flies over the rainbow to London to perform a series of sold-out concerts. Jessie Buckley and Rufus Sewell are in the first-rate cast alongside Michael Gambon as the famous impresario Bernard Delfont.
Room service.
I didn't order anything.
There's a man under the trolley.
My penultimate pick is another British production. Written by Julia Fellows, it stars Maggie Smith, Hugh Bonneville, Michelle Dockery, and the entire cast of the hugely popular romantic drama Downton Abbey. 4 years after the TV series ended, we catch up with the charming Crawley household as they prepare to welcome a very distinguished guest. What a delight it is to renew their acquaintance in such grand cinematic style. My final pick is a British film that reunites Eddie Redmayne and Felicity Jones, last seen together in 2014 Oscar winner The Theory of Everything. Now, in The Aeronauts, they're cast as headstrong 19th century adventurers who attempt to fly a hot air balloon higher than anyone has ever dared before. With a clever screenplay by the director Tom Harper and Jack Thorne, the film soon becomes an epic mid-air fight for survival. The Aeronauts is due for takeoff in the UK in November. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. We've only had time to highlight a few of the astonishingly varied lineup of autumn releases, so do keep an eye on what's showing near you and enjoy as much as you can. I've been Alex Zane, take care, and I'll see you at the movies.